Good afternoon, students. I am sorry that I cannot be with you today, but I am still here. So today we're going to continue to learn about how we do unseen. And today we're going to talk about a new type of question, which is called sentence completion, Hashlemat Mishpat. So let's go ahead and let's start and let's get an idea what we are talking about. So now we'll go to our presentation. Okay, and we'll talk again about sentence completion. So a sentence completion, Hashlemat Mishpat, is when you have the beginning of a sentence and you have to finish it. Sometimes you can copy the words from the text. And that was really good in the 7th and 8th grades and maybe a little bit into the 9th grade, but it's really not good enough when we're talking about 10th, 11th, and 12th grades anymore. So when we talk about a sentence completion exercise, what I want you to understand, what are we checking? Ma anachnu b'diuk bodkim. What skills, איזה מיומנויות is the writer of the question trying to test you on? So the first thing is, we're testing you on the understanding of the text. Okay? Habanat text. How well do you understand what is written in the unseen? Then the understanding of question. The understanding of the question. Kama ata be'emet mevin et ha'she'ela. And when I was talking about unseen last week, I was explaining to you that an unseen has a text, a story, and it has question. And together there are the unseen, and you need to understand both. Grammar. Unlike other questions in multiple choice, here we're actually checking your writing. כאן באמת יש בדיקה בשאלה שתצטרך להשלים את המשפט, האם השלמת את המשפט מבחינת grammar, מבחינת דקדוק, האם השלמת אותו נכון. So we're checking your grammar as you complete the sentence. Ability to use own words. We don't care always if you understand all the words in the unseen. Sometimes you need to bring words from yourself. לפעמים אתה באמת צריך להביא מילים מעצמכם, ממאגר המילים שלכם. And of course, sometimes, I know it's a terrible thing to expect you to do, but we're checking your ability to think. אני יודע שזה איום ונורא, ואנחנו באמת לפעמים רוצים לבדוק את היכולת שלכם לחשוב באופן לוגי. So there's certain types of questions, and the first one is active to passive, or it can be passive to active. שאנחנו מעברים מפעיל לסביל, ולפעמים יכול להיות מסביל לפעיל. Here it is not enough to copy the words from the passage into the answer blank. כאן אי אפשר באמת להעתיק ולענות נכון את המילים מהunseen. So let's look at the unseen. Okay, just a couple of very, very simple sentences. The boys love pizza. They eat it every day. Question, who likes pizza? Complete the sentence according to the above text. And notice that pizza is the object. Okay? And if the object comes before the verb, we know we're going to need to write in passive. And passive, remember, is be plus V3. Paul B is am, ba'hoveh, was, were, ba'avar, will be, ba'atid. So let's look what happens if I copy the words directly from the text. And what we will come up is an incorrect answer. Pizza boys love. Well, that is correct. I mean, the boys do love pizza, right? But I can't say, but I already have the word pizza here, so I have to have pizza at the beginning. And remember, if the object is before the verb, we have to use passive. So you get credit, תקבלו זכות, שעניתם על התשובה הנכונה מבחינת תוכן, וירד לך, אם זו שאלה של 5 נקודות, ירד לכם כבר 2 נקודות על הדקדוק. And the correct answer, I have to use the be verb plus V3. Pizza is loved by the boys. Okay, and remember our question was, who likes pizza? Like and love being very similar, shemot domim. And so pizza is be verb, loved. V3 tizkaru. ה-V3 שפועל שמסיים ב-ED בעבר, ה-V3 זה גם עם ה-ED. אבל יש לנו גם פעלים שהם יוצאי דופן, כמו sit. Okay, he sits in the zoo, he sat in the zoo, he has sat. So as ה-V2 וה-V3 שתיהם sat, וצריכים פשוט לדעת את הפועלים האלו ונמצאים בסוף המילון שלכם. So we have to be careful to change the words around and to remember that we need to add the pol B plus V3 and to remember that if the object, עם המסוי ישיר, הוא נמצא בהתחלת המשפט, אז אני חייב, זה לא הנושא, וזה לפני הפועל, אני חייב להשתמש ב-B פלוס V3. מי שלא זוכר את השיעור על הסביל, שיגש למצגת שנמצא בגוגל קלאסרום ויחזור את זה, או יסתכל על וידאו ביוטיוב שמתעסק עם סביל פשוט באנגלית. אם מישהו לא זוכר את זה, שבאמת יעשה את זה עכשיו, לפני שיתקדם קדימה. If you really don't remember the passive, go to YouTube, look for passive simple in English on YouTube, and look at a YouTube in Hebrew or in English now, or you can look at the PowerPoint presentation under grammar in the Google Classroom. The next thing we're going to basically be dealing with is your ability to use your own words. היכולת שלכם להשתמש במילים משלכם. So let's look at the following text. The men ran away from the lion that tried to eat them for lunch. How did the men feel? The men, well, if I say I feel, I need a feeling. אני אומר איך הם הרגישו, אני צריך רגש. ואין לי שום רגש במשפט. אני מסיק את המסקנה שהם מפחדים כי הם ברחו מהאריה שניסה לאכול אותם לארוחת צהריים. I don't have a feeling in this sentence. I have to infer it. אני צריך להסיק את המסקנה. But the fact that the men ran away from a lion, which is a very scary animal, that tried to eat them, which they have a very good reason to be scared, means they were afraid. So if I just copy from the text, this is what I might do. The men ran away from the lion. This is not how they felt. So I have to bring different words. I can't just copy. אני לא יכול פשוט להעתיק. כמו שבסביל פעיל אני לא יכול להעתיק, גם כאן אני חייב לשנות את המשפט, או להכניס מילים משלי, אני לא יכול סתם להעתיק. Correct. The men were afraid. Okay. Or the men feared the lion. Afraid and feared are words of feelings in milot regesh. And now the answers are correct. But to say they ran away from the lion does not tell me how they felt. So again, we sometimes, and when we complete the sentence, we aren't going to find the word in the text. אנחנו לפעמים לא נמצא את המילה בטקסט, אלא נצטרך להביא את המילה או את התשובה ממילים שמתוך מאגר השפה שלנו. The next thing that we're going to teach that you need to be able to do sentence completion is you need to be able to think. And sometimes you're going to have to do a little math. Okay, so let's read the unseen for this question. Abe went to the store. Abe had $10. He spent $8. After he went to the store, Abe had, what did he have? Well, we don't know what he bought, so we can't, we don't know. So we have to find out. Let's see, he had $10 and then $8, and let's just go ahead and copy. This is after he spent, so it must be $8. So let's copy this. After he went to the store, Abe had $8. Well, we know that's wrong. He spent, but in here, I have to basically do some math. $8 that he had minus the $8 that he spent leaves him with $2. So after he went to the store, Abe had $2. And basically, sometimes what you need to be able to do is work the numbers, or to compare numbers, or and to actually think about it. So basically, we learned a couple things. One, we have to be able to use grammar correctly. Second of all, we have to be able to use our own words. And we also have to be able to think. So the correct answer again is after he went to the store, Abe had $2. I hope you understand how we got it. We got the answer. He had $10, he spent $8, and he has $2 left. Okay? And to the last thing we have, that is the end of that. So we go back again when we are doing unseen that deal when we have sentence completion, we have to be able to use grammar correctly, to use our own words, and the ability to think, not just copy from the text. It is almost a mistake, always, כמעט טעות כל הזמן, להעתיק את התשובה בהשלמת משפט מהטקסט. בכוונה רושמים את זה, שתצטרכו לחשוב על זה, להעביר מסביב לפעיל, או להשתמש במילים משלכם. רק באופן נדיר אפשר להעתיק ישר מתוך הטקסט. יש לכם דף עבודה בנושא, תעשו את זה ותגישו לי את זה לתא, ואנחנו נעבור את זה בהתחלת שיעור הבא, שזה יום רביעי. So what you're going to do now is you're going to do the worksheet, which somebody was supposed to take from Mr. Marcos, and you will do this exercise. So I hope this video has given you some understanding, שאני מקווה שהווידאו הזה נתן לכם הבנה of how to do sentence completion, איך לעשות שאלות של השלמת משפט, and the three things you need to pay attention to. 1, the grammar. 2, the content you need to be able to think, and 3, what words do you need to bring from who you are, from your knowledge of English in there. So grammar, vocabulary, and thinking are things we need to pay attention to in sentence completion. שוב, דקדוק, אוצר מילים וחשיבה הינם 3 הדברים שצריכים לעשות במשפטי השלמת משפט. So I hope you have a good day. Do your exercise, and put it in my box at the end of the lesson. Bye. See you in class on Wednesday.